Tim and I finished a 10-day cruise on the Viking Sea. Our last stop was in Zadar, Croatia, and then we sailed to Chioggia, Italy, where we disembarked. We extended our vacation by 3 days to visit the Tuscany area. From Chioggia, we were bused to a small village of Artimino, where we stayed. We spent the following day in Florence, and then the day after that in Siena and San Gimignano. On our way to Tuscany, we stopped at a small vineyard for lunch. This particular vineyard makes balsamic vinegar. Did you know it takes 12 years for good balsamic vinegar to age and 25 years for the good stuff? By the way, the lunch was terrific. We stayed in the small village of Artemino. It was a small fortress built on a hilltop in the 16th century. There are several rooms to accommodate visitors, but a few private villas too. Honestly, we weren't impressed with our accommodations, but as it turned out, we were hardly there. The views, however, were spectacular and the food was excellent. Artimino is truly a taste of Tuscany. We spent the entire next day in Florence. The bus dropped us off on the outside of Old Town, and we walked about a half a mile down the typical narrow streets. When we emerged into the main square, the first thing we saw was the Cathedral di Santa Maria del Fiore. It was truly jaw-dropping, unbelievable. The pictures don't capture the magnificence and the beauty. We encountered a significant storm with high winds and torrential rain and had to take refuge. The rain was over in time for lunch at a pizzeria. Little did we know that pizza was just the appetizer. There were 3 more courses, and wine, of course. After a full day in Florence, we stopped at a historic vineyard called Machiavelli. They greeted us with blue champagne, and we had yet another fantastic Italian meal, and wine, of course. It was exhausting having all these moments. The next day was just as full. We were on the bus at 8 o'clock after a light breakfast and headed to Siena, about 90 miles away. Our first stop was at the Basilica of San Domenico, where the head of St. Catherine resides. Pictures are not allowed, but too late, Kim took one anyway. From the Basilica, we walked to Old Town Siena. Again, the pictures in this video don't represent how beautiful and magnificent this city is. We fell in love with it and even bought some original art to remember it by. We had a 4-course lunch in Siena and wine, of course. From Siena, we stopped in San Gimignano, which is famous for the number of medieval towers it has. Like every other place we visited, it was interesting to learn a bit of its history. At the end of the tour, we climbed up the highest wall for a spectacular view of the Tuscan countryside. By the way, the movie Under the Tuscan Sun was filmed about 10 miles from here. That's the end of this video. Kim and I thoroughly enjoyed our short time in Tuscany and would definitely recommend it to anyone. I hope you enjoyed this video too.